Hey guys, it's Ashley with 3R Sales and Service, and today we're taking a look at an Isuzu box truck. This particular truck has an 18-foot box on it, and it's about 7.5, maybe a little over 7.5 feet wide. We have two 10-gallon-a-minute pressure washer systems in here. This is built mostly for commercial cleaning. One hot water unit, one cold water unit. So can't really see much from the side of the truck. We'll go around back and take a look at everything. The customer wanted to be able to have a large water capacity so that they could run both 10-gallon-a-minute systems at the same time. So from the rear, you can see we've got our hot water 10-gallon system over here. It's got the IGX 800 Honda engine, and we've got the big T-Series general pump. Both the cold water and the hot water have the same pump and motor. The hot water system has the hour meter, temperature control, and a burner on-off switch. That's all of our hot waters are, with the burner on-off switch, so you can operate it as a cold water system if you'd like. The burner vent just goes straight out the back of the truck, so we didn't have to cut any accesses through the top of the truck or through the side of the truck to ventilate it. And then the engine exhaust actually goes down through the floor. That way it's not blowing directly on anybody if you're at the rear of the truck while you're operating stuff. We'll go ahead and take a look at the hose reels, and then we'll climb on in and look at the rest of the equipment. We've got our cold water pressure washer reel up top, our hot water pressure washer reel in the middle, and then we've got our garden hose reel at the bottom. These are all three 12-volt Titan aluminum hose reels. The half-inch hoses are 200 foot long. Both hose reels have half-inch stainless steel manifolds, so if they're using corrosive chemicals, it's going to last a lot longer with that stainless manifold. And then on the incoming line, we've got our 1-inch manifold on this one. When we're trying to supply two high flow systems, we definitely want to use that 1-inch manifold. That way it fills your tank as fast as it can. When we restrict it down to one of those half-inchers, it just takes a bit longer to fill your tank, and you might run into some slower tank fill times. On the side here, we've got ball valves going to each soap injector so that you can actually shut off your water supply. You can take the injector out of that line if you want to. That way you can get maximum flow through your system while surface cleaning. If you choose not to do that, they do have like remote bypasses and everything that we can install as well for that particular application. We'll go ahead and climb on in now to take a look at everything else. Step was a little higher than I thought it was going to be. Okay, so once we're inside the box, this happens to be a brand new truck. So this is kind of the perfect situation for us to at least show off how we can build these. We did paint the interior. We did install the protective flooring on the bottom to, number one, keep everything as protected as possible, including the floor of the truck. But it also makes it look really nice, and it's very easy to clean out if there's a spill or just for regular maintenance cleanings. Our cold water unit is just down on the floor here. We use all of our heat guards spaced off of the wall to make sure that that engine exhaust is not getting too hot or too close to anything on the box of the truck, and then we ventilate everything down through the floor so it's not blowing right on anybody, because with these boxes being higher, someone could walk past your truck while you're operating, and we just don't want that to be an issue. So that being said, we'll go ahead and talk about the tanks that are in here. We've got three different soap tanks. So we've got two 20-gallon tanks, and we've got a 55-gallon tank. This is going to be his most commonly one used for his degreaser, and he's got two other options for other types of soaps he plans to use. We have a 525-gallon water tank. On the water tank, we've got a filter that filters the water before it even goes into the tank. And then there's a flow valve inside that shuts off the water flow once it gets to the fill level, and then we'll continue to fill once the water level depletes a little bit. The tank that we have on the other side is a 35-gallon winterizing tank. This person is in the northeastern United States, so he will have a need for a winterizing system, especially if he plans to operate his rig in the middle of winter and then, you know, winterize often after every job. We have our 8-drawer toolbox. The transfer pump is just to the other side so that he can easily fill his tanks without having to bring buckets or gallons. or do any type of manual transfer into his tanks. We have a 30-inch surface cleaner that works with either our hot water unit or our cold water unit. Since they're both 10 gallon, it's nozzled the same. And then moving back a little bit further, we'll take a look behind the hose reels, switch spots with you. We got our fuel tank for the cold water pressure washer. It's a 12-gallon capacity. And then we've got our downstream manifolds for both pressure washers. So it's labeled cold water washer, hot water washer, so that both units can pull from all 3 soap tanks. And you can either blend those things together or just use one and turn off all the other ones. And then we've got our dip tube. So if there's anything, any specialty cleaner that you want to use that you don't want to put in any of your other tanks, that's where you can use this to drop it down in and use it through either of those systems. There's 2 dip tubes because there's 2 pressure washers. So other than that, we have filters going to each system. We try to filter everything as much as possible. We don't want any debris getting stuck in your pump. We have bleeder valves on both systems that allows it to bleed all of the air out of the water lines so that you have an easy, perfectly primed pump. So you have an easy startup. You don't have to worry about burning up any seals in the pump whenever you start. And then lastly, we have the cool bypass system on both of these too. So whenever you are operating your system and you let off the trigger, it's bypassing that water back to your water tank, keeping your pump nice and cool and protected. So as long as you have water in your tank, your pump will stay protected. So if you have any questions on this rig, feel free to give us a call or check out our website at 3rpressurewashers.com. Thanks.